Are you considering selling your Southwest Florida home and wondering, should I wait until season? Well, I'm going to answer that question for you today. But first, if this is your first time to the channel, my name is Mindy Sylvester, and I've been selling real estate in the Naples area for over 25 years. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and like this video, and I would really appreciate it. And you'll be the first to know about the latest real estate information in the Southwest Florida area. Okay, this is a question that I get almost every single day. We're going to wait until season because why? Typically, that was when really the best time to sell was. If you would have asked me that question 5 years ago, I would have told you, yes, probably best to wait until season. It's summer, nothing's going to happen, it's going to be quiet. Well, let me tell you something. That is absolutely really bad advice right now. And I'm going to tell you why. So prior to 2020, when there's no more typical, there's no more normal. Like I told you already, I've been selling real estate for 25 years. Things were pretty predictable. You know, things would start picking up in October. Almost everything would sell in March. You know, we, as a real estate agent, we'd have 10, 20 listings or how many ever. And March would come around and we'd be like, all right, here's the month. Everything's going to sell. We're going to slide on into summer because summer was generally really quiet. Well, ever since 2020, it's just not that typical anymore. It's just not the same way. You know, I talked to two of my friends in the past probably 3 or 4 weeks. And the first one told me, he's a realtor, and he said, oh, I had all my listings withdrawn for the summer. And I didn't say anything, but I thought to myself, oh my gosh, like what a terrible idea. And then I just had another one tell me last week, she said, yeah, I'm just going to not take any listings until season. Okay. People are not paying attention because the last 2 summers have been as good or better to sell your home than the last 2 winters. The last 2 winters, the inventory has increased drastically. In 2025, in January, February, March, we were approaching 8,000 homes for sale. We were around 7,700. And we got to 12 months worth of inventory because the sales were slow. Let me give you an example. In February this year, which is typically one of our busiest months, probably our second busiest month for pending sales, we had 843 sales, which is pretty good. But guess what? In July, we had 807 pending sales. In June, we had 722. So nobody's buying in the summer? Well, I think not. But here's the thing. The inventory is also decreased drastically. Right now, we have around 4,800 homes for sale. Like I said, just in March, we were over 7,700. So we have a lot less homes for sale, and we have almost as many buyers. Now, yes, we don't have tons of showings. You're not going to put your house on the market and have 8 showings in the first week. But the people that are here, if they are coming here in Florida in June, July, August, September, the weather is, I think it's terrible. Some people love it, but it's not great. It's hot. It's stormy. If you're coming here in the season or in the off season in the summer to look at homes, you're pretty serious. So even though the number of showings is decreased, the pending sales are still strong because those people are more serious. When you're here in the season, like January is our busiest month, right? As far as tourists goes, people here, you know, the activity, people really start to come in January, February, March. That's what we call our season, right? Well, a lot of people rent for January, February, March. So they're getting here in January and they're looking. They might be looking all the way from Marco Island to Sarasota. So we've got the lookers. And then generally February, I say generally, this was before everything turned upside down. February was always the month where we'd really start to see the pending sales. And then, like I said already, March, boom, that was the month. People were getting ready to go back up north. They were getting ready to make that decision on the home they were going to buy to come back to next season, next winter. So March was always our busy month. And this year, March was good. We had 1,212 pending sales. But considering we had 7,700 homes for sale, I don't know. So now, one quick note. Now, I said we have 4,800 homes for sale. Normally, that would probably be about 5 months of inventory, which is a normal market, not really a buyer's market, not really a seller's market. Right now, 4,800 homes is 9 months of inventory because our sales rate is slow right now. 2025 is one of the slowest markets that we've had in many, many years. Now, I think 2026 is going to be drastically different. And I do have a market prediction video I did last week. You might want to check that out because I make predictions now, apparently, which I've never done. But I really do think that 2026 is going to be probably in the top 5 of best years of real estate of the past 20 years. I really do. We'll see if I'm right. This is on record. So we're going to see if I'm right. I just think a lot of people are on the fence. I think the rates are going to go down. I think people are going to get confidence. And I think it's going to be a really, really great year for sales. But again, we don't have a ton of homes for sale right now. We have less than 5,000 homes for sale. That's not a lot. When you consider all of Naples in all price ranges, that's not a lot. Now, it's got to take a while for prices to go up, right? Inventory down is the first step, but it's going to take quite a bit for the prices to come up, right? We got to get people pulling the trigger here. So back to my question. Should you wait until winter to put your house on the market? No, because you're competing with so many other people that are also waiting. Get on the market in the off season, get your marketing done and get it in place so that you can get activity now. So another example, there are a couple of neighborhoods where I really sell a lot of homes. And as an example, this is typical in most neighborhoods. So I'll use as an example. This particular neighborhood is a newer neighborhood. It's got 405 homes. It's new construction starting in 2019 all the way to 23. So not a lot of turnover yet because people are just moving in, right? They're brand new construction. Not a lot of people are moving out yet. But as an example, in the season, we had 32 homes for sale in there, right? Out of 405, 32 were for sale. Now it's back down to 9. Okay. There were 16 single family homes. Now there's 5. So wouldn't you rather be on the market when there are 5 other homes for sale in your neighborhood rather than 16? Because guess what happens? Everybody's thinking, oh my gosh, if I don't sell at the end of March, then I'm never going to sell. So what happens in January, February, March? People start reducing. And then the homeowners get in this leapfrog war to the bottom, right? We started seeing $100,000 reductions at a time last year. Boom, boom, boom. They just kept getting lower and lower and lower. They are racing to the bottom. Right now, we're not seeing as many price reductions because there aren't as many homes for sale. So absolutely resounding no, do not wait until season. It's really bad advice. Get your home on the market now. There are less inventory. There's equally as many sales as you can see from the sales statistics. And the people that are here are serious. So if you're thinking about selling, just give me a call. I'll go over all your neighborhood statistics and talk to you specifically about what's best for you in your neighborhood. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have an awesome day.